Hi, Virgo. I'm Ronique, and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your mid-April through May career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at this time when all planets are now direct, Virgo. This is a great opportunity for you to take control of wherever your finances, your job, your career, what is it that you want to accomplish during this time. Lots going on during this period, Virgo. So take a look at the description box below. We are going to get right into it. This has been a very interesting time of year. This is probably going to be one of the first periods of 2025 that we feel momentum now that we have all planets direct for about a 3-week period of time. And I do think that this is going to catapult many of you all with Mars entering back into Leo. So let's get right into it, Virgo. Let's start off mid-April. So you start off with the Knight of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Page of Swords in the upright. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse at the end of April, as well as the Emperor card, Aries energy there, major arcana. By the time you are entering into May, 10 of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Empress card, major arcana there. So it's interesting that you have the Empress and the Emperor, so that's going to be really important. Ace of Swords in the reverse by time we get to mid-May. And lastly, the 4 of Wands, always beautiful to see in a reading. And I do think that this is really happy news for you and your family, especially since you had this 10 of Cups in reverse that could have suggested some kind of strife within your family. So let's go ahead and pull a card representing the energy that you bring into mid-April. This could have been something in your career that you were dealing with in March. Let's go ahead and pull a card. If you can send my Virgos a message for what they bring into this time period. And you do have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a very fortuitous king, very passionate about what he is doing. This could be an entrepreneur card. So if you are someone who is trying to start a business or trying to break into a different line of work, or maybe move up the corporate ladder, but with a new idea or something like that, this is going to be what you bring into this period of time. And I do think that during these last few weeks of April, there is some kind of confusion of information. So make sure whatever it is you are trying to accomplish during April and May, you are clear about it, and make sure that people around you know exactly what it is that you are doing, okay? I do sense some kind of misunderstandings with the Ace, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, almost like someone's trying to bring you information, or possibly it's information you are bringing someone else, especially with that Emperor and Empress cards, okay? So let's go ahead and pull one last card. This is going to be an oracle message for your career. Spirit, if you can send my Virgos. Whoop, I knew that one was falling out. All right. And you have Queen of Water. So lots of court cards here. Queen of Water says tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. Now, I do think the Queen of Water is right on time. What I was saying about your family, it does look like by the time you end this reading, which is going to be mid-May, you are coming into a whole nother realization of intuitive caring for people around you. And I do think somehow your career has to do with your home life. This could be you working from home, but this could also be if you are the breadwinner or you are trying to bring in more money for your family. This is definitely you during mid-April to mid-May. Now, I will also say for you, Virgo, pay attention to those who are trying to manipulate the situation. Page of Swords and Knight of Swords in reverse. It feels like there's something here when we get when we get to mid-April. Once we have April 14th through May 3rd, when all planets are direct, you are trying to get information done. You're trying to rush into something. And I do think that someone comes to you with some information. Make sure you vet that information before taking it to someone else. This could be someone doing some work for you. This could be information that you got online. It just feels like there's something here that you're trying to get into quickly. And Mars entering Leo on the 17th is like this energy of courage and being able to do something that you've always wanted to do, but at the same time, it's rushed. So just make sure you are finding all of that information and making sure you vet it first yourself, okay? All right, Virgo, so by time you move into the end of April, Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor card, that is this energy of where is it that you need to stand up for yourself in a situation where you have options. It does feel like by time you get to the 19th of April when the Sun enters Taurus, and then on the 20th when the Sun in Taurus squares Mars and Leo, please be careful. I do feel like there's something here where work and money conversations butt heads. And it feels like the Emperor is like someone is trying to get some information out, trying to rule, trying to steer the conversation. And it does feel like that Two of Pentacles feels like the options that you thought that you had before may not still be on the table. And if so, you may need to pivot. You may need to go a different direction in your quest. It does feel like you are trying to really figure out where to go and how to do it in a manner that feels good to you. And I do feel like that Emperor card is going to help you, but it does feel like there's people in the mix that are not either serving you or your family well. This Empress card, by time we move into May, we just had that Taurus new moon on the 27th and Venus entering Aries on the 30th. So communications could be better now, but I do feel like your family, there could be some kind of strife here or some kind of discontentment. Either you or a partner could lose a job, or possibly with this Empress card, you're trying to build something new. Remember I said about the King of Wands, that entrepreneurial spirit? I do feel like you're trying to grow something on your own. Maybe you still have to do your 9 to 5 while you grow it. And I do think by time we get to May 4th, Pluto moves retrograde in Aquarius. Now, during this time, we're going to start having new energies that we've never experienced before with Pluto now in Aquarius. And I do think that by the time you get to May 12th and May 10th, Mercury enters Taurus. And on the 12th, there's a Scorpio full moon. This is that money axis of the zodiac. And I do think you all have a prime opportunity to start something new, okay? Or to hear information about what you could do next at that Scorpio full moon. So really pay attention, Virgo, because I do think you all are getting some kind of information or signs from possibly people who are higher up. And I do think that by the time you get to mid-May, look at that, Four of Wands, Ace of Swords, even though all the clarity and all the information isn't in by time you get to the 16th when Venus exits its retrograde shadow, but May 17th when the Sun is conjunct Uranus in Taurus, I do think some out of the blue news could reach you all, that you all have some happy news to celebrate. This could be you just had a interview, possibly you've been waiting for a long time and haven't heard back with that Ace of Swords in reverse, and now you finally hear either you got the position or maybe you're advancing to the next interviewing round, or possibly if you are someone who is an entrepreneur, this could be a new client signed up for your business. So there's something exciting here for your family by the time we get to May 17th. So overall, Virgo, I think that this is going to be a time of you really exploring something on your own, or possibly moving up the corporate ladder. But I do think that there's people in here who do not have your best interest at heart, with that Knight of Swords, with that Emperor in reverse. And there's some important decisions you're going to need to make. But I do think by the time you move into May, your family becomes more of the priority for you. And by the time you get to mid-May, things are looking a lot better. So I'm so happy to see that. Okay, Virgo, I hope this is helpful for you. Drop me a comment below. Let me know, what are you looking forward to in your career? Are you interviewing? I'd love to hear. Okay, you all, I will talk to you later. Check the description box below for all those important dates. See you later.